We back at it again. Top 5 storylines from AEW Grand Slam Mexico. Let's go. So we're going to kick this thing off with one of my top 5 storylines was, Hangman Adam Page come out there and cuts a whole promo in Spanish, bro. When he first came out there, I thought he was going to say a couple of words and go back to English. Nah.
Me too,
that motherfucker
bro.
cut the whole damn promo in Spanish, bro. What you think about it, man? What you think?
It was dope, bro. Commander was kind of trying to translate, and then he's like, "Can't say that one on TV.
Yeah.
Can't say that on TV."
Yeah.
He said, I think his first line was like, "I'm gonna try and speak Spanish. It's a little bit better than all the other gringos I know, though."
Damn, yeah. This was a great promo. Hey man, he creeping up on the top for me. Like, as far as my favorites in the game right now, he's creeping up there for me, bro.
Yeah.
I rocks with Hangman. This was a great promo. I mean, it's Hangman. He always cut great promos. A lot of passion, a lot of energy in his promos. I thought this was a good shit, bro.
Hangman crushed it, bro. And then like they kind of bookended it with Hangman. So you had him at the beginning, and then you had him at the very end of the show. That's who you know who your superstars are. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Use them to kick off the motherfucker. Use them to close the motherfucker.
To close the damn show.
Yeah.
Hey man, Hangman is looking like Hangman might get it at all.
There's just a part of me, bro. There's a part of me that says that belt is staying in the case, bro. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why.
All right, so let me ask you this: do you feel like it's time for Moxie to drop?
Oh, I just
really?
I'm loving what he's doing, bro. I'm loving what he's doing. I don't know why. At first, I hated it, and now I'm like, God, I like this shit.
Well,
bro.
you get it now. You finally see the whole picture now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hey, it's sort of like, this is why, again, I'm holding reserve going back to the E about Seth Rollins and his fucking faction thing. I'm just waiting. I'm just holding, because I feel like this shit hasn't really got started yet. I think it's just in its early stages, just like the Death Riders was. It was in its early stages, and everybody was shitting on it. You gotta wait.
And we got a word on the street for Seth's crew coming up on Word on the Street, y'all. Tune in.
Oh,
we got some rumors. We got some words in the locker room, if you will.
But hey, man, Hangman did his thing. First of all, shout out to AEW for the packed house. I mean, that was hanging from the rafters, bro. That place was...
Stage was dope, bro. The entrance...
It was great.
That shit was dope, yeah.
With the stairs, I like the stairs for some reason. I didn't think I would like the stairs, but I like the stairs.
It reminds me of the old, the WWE Raw ramp, you're coming down to the ring. I've always liked that. Yeah. I hate WWE now. They just walk straight flat out to the ring, Yeah. And I'm not a fan either of the ramp that leads right to the canvas like AEW has to do in some of the theater shows.
Yeah.
Like it was at Mexico too. The ramp went right to the canvas. I don't like that. I like them climbing up the steps for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
just the old school in me.
It's just the old school, That's just what it is. But great program by Hangman. He's on fire right now. I mean, just like AEW's on fire right now. This was a great show. So my number 2, top 5 of the week. Let's go to that Okada and Briscoe match. You know what I'm saying?
We were right. Okada sucks, bro. Okada sucks. I'm like, every match he keeps having is making me less and less excited for this Okada versus fucking
Kenny
Omega, bro.
Okada, like, it's like he
got paid, bro. He got paid. He's like an NFL running back, bro. He got paid, right? And he don't give a fuck no more.
Right. It's like his snap count is low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he takes matches off. Like he just says, "Oh, I'm going against Briscoe. Check this out. I'm just gonna go in and do this." Yeah. He takes time off, takes matches off. He better not take that match off at All In against Kenny. I have a strong feeling I don't think he will. I think he's gonna show up and show out with Kenny Omega.
You think? He has to.
He has to. He has to. At this point in his AEW career, he better, because he doesn't have a memorable AEW match right off the top of my head. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
I can't.
And every time we post something about Okada not living up to the Okada name, someone from AEW like that fan, you just don't know. Show me something to know then, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We've been waiting for him to show us.
Yeah. I've seen, and like, credit to Okada. He does wrestle a lot more often in AEW than maybe the other champion. I mean, Moxley's basically at every show, but other than that, we don't see Omega all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, like, you gotta show us something of what I've seen the highlights from the old matches. We saw the highlight package from the old matches. Do some of that shit, bro. Like, it's all you do got is this now. That's all you do. Ooh. And then Mark Briscoe bit that motherfucking finger, bro.
Yeah, and it was funny when he bit the finger. Okada didn't sell it because it was between his gap. Sell it, he was right there, and all of a sudden he switched to the molars, and he saw it. It was funny. That was a good detail. That was a good detail. But listen, there was a bidding war for Okada.
I'm glad WWE lost.
Nah, I'm actually sad that WWE lost because I think this Okada would have fit perfectly with WWE
That
the way
makes
he
sense,
is.
yeah.
He
That's
would have
slower.
Perfectly. The slower pace, his character, the more of the comedic, he would have fit perfect in WWE, bro. They probably would have put the rock on that motherfucker's back, bro. Straight up. But now, this match was only a storyline filler to set up more of the Kenny. I thought Kenny was gonna come out, but that didn't happen. I don't even know he made the trip.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Mexico.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But let's get into my number 3 top storylines of Grand Slam Mexico. The real Americano, MJF versus Mystico. That match, it was a unique match because it had a lot of emotion into it, bro.
Mm-hmm. That crowd was electric for Mystico, bro.
Man, they were, bro. I had no idea that Mystico was gonna come out to that song and have that whole crowd singing that damn song with him, bro. I've never heard that song before. Every time I was in AEW, never played that song. He comes out of Mexico with a new song. The whole crowd knew every goddamn lyric. They was singing along with him. Even they stopped the song, they still singing with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They love Mystico in Mexico like that. Like WWE fans love Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? He's that big. What a good match. I love the psychology of the match. You know what I'm saying? And we said it last week. We both said it last week. MJF is putting the heel into the Hurt Syndicate. Like, he is literally
waving that flag, bro.
Oh,
waving that Star-Spangled Beautiful flag, bro. That shit was awesome.
I just wish he would have came out with the Uncle Sam top hat, American hat like he used to, bro. I would have loved that.
He had the Uncle Sam on the chest,
he had Uncle Sam on his tights, on his singlet. I was like, damn, this motherfucker going all out.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to go out there and cut a promo, but he didn't. I was waiting for him to cut a promo. I would have loved to hear what he had to say, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, let's go back for a little bit and talk about we saw this week. I don't know if you guys seen it. I've seen it. I don't know if you saw it, but JBL, he was in a Mexican promotion. And he was cutting a promo on their ass, bro.
That's why we building the wall. Shit like that. I was like, damn, bro. He going straight heel mode on it, bro. He went heel. Yeah.
He said, I'll chase off from the border before I do it again.
Yeah. Did you see, though? I think it could have been, I could have got tricked. We know we don't know everything, AI, all that shit. But I think his name's like Sean Sapp, big WWE wrestling, not WWE guy, but wrestling informant, knows a lot of shit coming. He said MJF got attacked or someone tried to attack him at his hotel after the match, bro, for what he did, bro.
Wow.
And then the comment from MJF was like, that's cool with me, bro. Shit worked. Like, he was like totally like, hey, man, I'm a heel, man. That's what they supposed to do, bro. They supposed to hate.
Dare I say, there isn't a heel better in the game today than MJF. Like, pure heel. Give me a heel better than MJF.
Not that true. I mean, besides JBL cutting that promo.
Well, no. I mean, the one on TV right now.
Remember when JBL was running at the border chasing motherfuckers in WWE?
That's what he said. That's all what he said. He said, I chased you from the border once. Do it again.
So good, bro. So good.
That image of his, he chasing the motherfuckers away, bro. That shit was funny as shit, bro. Listen, MJF is the best heel in the game, by far. There isn't another heel that can generate the heat that MJF does. Okay. Yeah. Second of all, man, oh man, did he do one of the greatest sins you could ever do in Mexico? Is unmask a luchador in Mexico, bro.
I didn't think he would get that far, but like, he didn't even struggle to yank that bitch off. It was instant, bro.
Took it off.
And then what'd he do?
He put it on.
Put that bitch on, bro. I was like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. And that's after he got DQ from a second low blow that the ref did see this time. You know what I'm saying?
Because he just kicked him right in front of this ref. Like, I don't care about this match. Bye, And then here comes, again, this is what I'm saying. MJF is making the Hurt Syndicate more heelish. And here they come. They start putting the boots to them, Mystico. Who comes out and saves them, bro? Who comes out?
Speedball and Kevin Knight, bro.
Jet Speed,
Yeah.
which is good because it's intertwining their
How about
storyline.
Speed Jet? You don't like Speed Jet?
Nah, Jet
I like
Speed.
Speed Jet. Jet Speed? I like both.
Jet Speed, because you flying as the fast of a jet. Jet Speed. You know what I'm saying? But listen, these motherfuckers on that top rope, double drop kick on a Hurt Syndicate. So we definitely getting a Jet Speed versus Hurt Syndicate for the AEW tag team championships. Most definitely going to get.
And this is what I was just arguing with someone on Twitter today about this. They said, well, they posted a video of JD from NY and some other guy I haven't seen on there, but they were on there. And they were talking about how this show didn't have any storylines. And I was like, what are you guys talking about, guys?
What?
I was like, it's clear. Just in this match, there's two storylines, I feel like. You have Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight are definitely going for those tag team belts at All In. That seems like a guarantee. And I think there's another storyline that a lot of people might missed, which is MVP versus MJF.
There you go.
Because
there you go.
You saw how pissed off MVP was getting the way MJF was acting. Who's MJF dressed like right now? MVP. When they started this whole Hurt Syndicate MVP MJF shit, they talked about how good of friends they are. They've been knowing each other for years. Bro, I think we might get MVP versus MJF at All In, bro.
You're right. You're exactly right, because every time MJF would pander to the crowd, MVP would go, stop wasting time. Mm-hmm. Get back on the game. Get on him. And he was making them mad. MJF would just brush him off. I know what I'm doing. I'm good. Yep. I'm fine. So, yes, down the line, maybe, dare we say, could we possibly get a MVP versus MJF at All In?
All In or definitely All Out?
You think All In will be a little bit too soon?
No, I mean, because we still got 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks, 6 shows. That's plenty of time to tell a story in wrestling.
It's true. That's true. But definitely, that's two storylines right there that I think is. I
was wondering if anyone else noticed it. I was like, is anyone else noticing that MVP's really mad right now?
Yeah,
at MJF.
Hot.
Yeah,
he was hot, bro.
And he's the one that tried to make MJF into the Hurt Syndicate. Now he's looking like he doesn't really know what he's talking about anymore. But bro, it might be a little early to blow up the Hurt Syndicate, but it could be happening, guys. It could be happening, especially if the Hurt Syndicate. What percent chance do you give Speedball and Kevin Knight winning at All In? I say it's 50-50 right now, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely 50-50. It's definitely 50-50. But I still feel like Hurt Syndicate gonna come.
Yeah.
But if they lose, I wouldn't be surprised to Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. I wouldn't be surprised. But definitely the hidden storyline here is definitely MJF and MVP.
Yeah.
And it was like that. It was almost like that again last week when they wrestled in the trios match against who was it? Who did they go against? It was
Kevin Knight, Speedball, and it was supposed to be.
Was it Commander?
It was supposed to be Commander, but remember they jumped Commander, and then it was the guy that was in the Ricochet match. I can't think of his name right now. Them luchadors got crazy. They're hard to fucking remember the names. Yeah.
Right.
The one with the yellow mask. My bad, y'all. I forget his name. Sorry.
Yeah, and even if I didn't know his name, I ain't gonna pronounce it. I'll probably butcher the shit out of that shit. But you're right, and if it turns out that Commander is actually really injured, so that's why they put that angle for him to get jumped backstage and get injured. Hurt Syndicate. So yeah. I'm excited for that fucking. I want to see that MVP versus MJF. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I want to see. And again, let's go back to the contract sign. What was it in those contracts?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's gonna rear its ugly face again. I promise you.
There's something in there, bro. There's something in there. Yeah.
All right. Let's
just
go.
Planting seeds, baby.
That was number 3.
Yeah.
So let's go to the number 4 top storylines of AEW this week. Let's talk about. Bear with me here. Let's talk about the greatest 4-horse woman in history, Mercedes Monet.
Bro.
And if anybody got anything to say about that, you motherfuckers are tripping.
Oh, the internet's got a lot to say about that today, bro.
Well, shit. Let's give them something to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, she is going to go down as probably one of the top women's wrestlers of all time. And there's no disputing that. Why? In this match against, what's her name? Zeus, she won the CMLL Women's Championship. That makes what, 5 belts on her now?
5 belts, technically 6 if you include the Owen Hart belt, but I really don't because you don't defend that belt.
Right.
You just win it. Like Hangman don't even carry that shit no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But soon to be 6 belts when she beats Toni Storm at All In, bro.
Oh shit!
Early prediction. This is another thing that I was like, did you not see the Tony and Mercedes Monet storyline, arguing with the person on Twitter? I was like, that was the storyline, guys. And they're like, well, what's the story between them? I was like, well, she won the Owen Hart Cup and you get a shot at the title, guys. I was like, I don't know if you guys know this, but WWE is currently doing a tournament where you get a shot at the title, guys. Like, come on, guys. You guys are so blind to storylines in AEW when WWE does the same fucking thing, man. It's so annoying, bro. We're a fan of both here. I see it for what it is. They both do tournaments. Winner gets a shot at the title. That's the storyline, guys. But there is more storyline with Tony and Mercedes because Mercedes said she always wanted to face Toni Storm right when she got signed. She avoided her for so. I was like, did you guys not see the fucking promo they both did in El Paso? Where have you been, darling? Oh, I'm the Beyonce. I'm the Toni Storm. Do we all just forget about that 2 weeks ago in El Paso, bro?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you can recall, is this the first time that Tony and Mercedes Monet got physical with each other since they started a program together? Was that the first time?
Yeah, right? Yeah, because other than that, it's all, smelling each other and other, this sexual innuendos.
A lot of it. So, I mean, come on. First of all, after Mercedes' historic fucking win, she got all these belts against Zeus's. She's all around the world. She's already solidified herself one of the greatest of all time. Then Tony drops this beautiful vignette. It sounded like she was a mystery detective or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
She looked like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Diego, bro?
I knew it. Man, this was great. This was great stuff. There's a storyline. But like Aaron just said, before the storyline of she won the tournament, that's the surface storyline. But the deeper storyline is you always want to see who's better, Tony or Mercedes Monet. The company's two of their top female talents going at each other. That's a storyline within itself.
Yeah.
How much more storyline you motherfuckers need?
Yeah. Like, Tony said, you never looked at me. You never talked to me in the back. You never did anything. You didn't acknowledge me. Now you come at me. Like, it's just they refuse to see it, bro. That's my theory. Yeah. They just refuse to see it.
There's one something to bitch about.
They'd be like, what's the storyline? I'm like, do you watch AEW? They're like, no. I'm like, well, then how the fuck do you, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about here?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's like somebody asked me, it's like me saying, oh, what's the storyline of Game of Thrones? Do you watch? Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck, then why the fuck would I be even asking that question? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, someone
things to nitpick. What'd you say, bro?
Someone online said when Tony suplex Mercedes with all them belts, they like broke away like Sonic rings in the video game, bro.
Oh shit.
Lost all your lives, better collect them, man.
Bro, hey, look, Mercedes Monet, the belt collector.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that someone called out JD, your boy JD from NY, and they're over there complaining about her collecting belts, but never complained when Roman had 2 belts, never complained when Kenny Omega had all the belts.
Yeah.
It's just when Mercedes has belts. And we all know Mercedes and JD got a little history with him being taken off a show because she was wrestling, and we all know that. So
yeah. Y'all stay tuned for Word on the Street because we got another Word on the Street for JD. He got his ass blasted by Dax Hardwood. But y'all stay tuned for that right there. But yeah, man, this is storylines all over this show, but storyline definitely with this. I'm still looking forward to Toni Storm versus Mercedes Monet for the women's champion, AEW Women's Championship. Let me ask you a question. Do you think this match should have been a double title match?
For the TBS too?
Huh? TBS, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could do that. But like, I don't want a unification like Kenny and Okada.
No,
you gotta keep.
You get both titles.
Well, I mean, when Mercedes wins, she's gonna have both titles.
Early prediction.
Another thing is, people are like, Mercedes has creative control. That's why she's winning all these titles. I was like, I don't think Mercedes has creative control over every promotion that she goes to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, she don't.
And then people were like, why are people so mad? People online, I saw this. Someone was like, why is everyone mad Mercedes winning belts and shit y'all don't even watch?
Right. Let me tell you something. what it is again is butthurt fans that, AKA Sasha Banks, is in AEW. I mean, and she's doing a whole lot better than she did in WWE. Now, let's keep it a buck. The first Black women's main event consisted of who? Bianca Belair and Mercedes Monet. Okay? This woman, whether you like her or not, she is a history maker. And she just keeps proving you wrong every single week. Again, us from the 4 Heelz, we gave her shit when she first got to AEW because her shit was sloppy. Might work, she needed some work, but it turns out she was still getting over that injury, and she wasn't 100%. But now she been back on her game. She's been on her game.
She rolling. She rolling.
Yeah,
she rolling, bro.
Y'all stop the bullshit, man. Y'all just refuse to give her some credit. Because give this woman some credit. I mean, she won the CML, bro. That shit shot. I didn't think she was gonna win.
Bro,
I didn't think
no way I thought she was winning that shit.
I thought it was going to end in disqualification because Tony Storm was going to interfere with some shit, right?
100%. Yeah.
She looked surprised she won. She was
she's like, oh shit. You counted at 3? Holy shit.
Yeah. Man, come on. So, yes, Mercedes Monet will be, mark my words, one of the top 2 greatest women wrestlers of all time.
She already top 2, I think. She already top 2. It's between her and Charlotte right now. That's it.
No. I'm talking about it's gonna be between her and I'm talking about another legend. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Someone like a Trish Stratus type shit. Charlotte is in the back. Becky in the back. Bayley.
Okay, let me ask you this: How many women do you think can you make an argument for the top 10 wrestlers of all time?
Well, the 4 women I just listed right there, that's 4 right there. Trish Stratus, Lita, 5, 6.
You don't put Charlotte above Trish Stratus and Lita right now?
No, I don't. No.
You don't?
No.
Damn.
No.
I do. I got Charlotte. As much as I don't like Charlotte, I got to respect the work, you know?
I put her in top 5. She's top 5, but she ain't in the top 3 to me. Nah.
Yeah.
And we still got, I mean, come on, it's a plethora of shit. I mean, you still got.
I mean, can you put Mercedes Monet in the top 10 wrestlers of all time?
Overall.
Yeah.
Not just women, just wrestlers, right?
Just wrestlers overall. You're listing 10 wrestlers.
Yeah.
Fuck gender. Fuck sex.
Yes.
Can you put her in top 10 all time?
Yes, sir. You can.
Yeah.
You can. Because of what she accomplished. She went to WWE and conquered there. Yeah. She left WWE and went to Japan, conquered there.
Bet on herself, as they like to say. Bet on herself,
bro.
Yeah.
Went to AEW, conquered. Now she's in Mexico, conquering. Bro, this run we're watching is going to be a historic run. I don't think people realize that. We're watching history right now.
You're going to look back on it and be like, that was pretty dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But everybody's too close to the fucking tree to see the forest. But it's okay. That's what the 4 Heelz are. It's what we good at. We provide foresight. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we good at.
If you will.
Context on your ass. What? So this is what I'm talking about. But yes. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to my number 5.
Cinco, since it was in Mexico.
Oh, Cinco storyline of the day. Man, let's talk about that 10, man.
Fire, bro. Fire.
Straight
I loved
fire.
it.
Straight
and
fire.
I think, bro, let me tell you, you're right. I think it's going to be Swerve Ospreay versus the EVPs at All In, bro. And that match might steal the motherfucking show.
That might steal the show, bro. Because who took the pin? Swerve.
Yeah, the roll-up by Mox.
Yeah. Man. But who comes out? Hangman.
Yeah.
Back again.
Bro, when Ospreay was got to get the 2 knees from the EVPs and it turned into a double cutter, that was dope, bro. That was dope.
Ospreay, let me tell you something about Ospreay, bro. I don't know when it's going to happen.
Black eye.
It might happen. Yeah, his eye got tore up from the floor, bro. He got busted open, bro.
Yeah.
It might happen at Forbidden Door in his home country, in the O2 Arena.
When he wins the belt, you think?
Win the championship. It might happen then.
So then you're saying, so you think Hangman wins the belt and then it's a short title run and he wins at Forbidden Door?
Maybe.
And I would love to see Swerve, Hangman, Ospreay triple threat for the belt. That's what I want to see, bro.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because if they're going to be a tag like you think they are, and that's what I think they're going with, you could easily set up some tension in that tag match against the EVPs.
You sure can.
And then they could both feel like they're deserving to get the belt next. triple threat?
Man,
Is Forbidden Door before or after All Out? Because they're already advertising Forbidden Door, aren't they? I don't know, man.
I don't know what month Forbidden Door is in.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn.
But I know usually All Out usually comes directly after All In.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, you know. Yeah, that's a good question. We got to research that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Will Ospreay is on his bubbling. He's on the cusp of getting that World Heavyweight Championship soon. I just don't know when, but it's coming. By the end of this year, Will Ospreay will be your AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
That means Hangman don't get much of a run, bro. If you're saying Hangman wins, I don't think he wins. And what is very concerning is that little fella that climbed Mount Everest coming back, Darby Allin, because that was who everyone kept saying that's who's winning the belt off of Moxley. And they had a great story. This motherfucker crashed a truck live on TV while driving, bro. This motherfucker's crazy, Darby Allin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just very, very worried when Darby Allin comes back because, like a wrestling fan, he's been gone for a long time. So I've forgot about him. He's not involved in, like, how can they just reinsert this motherfucker back into a storyline? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. That Darby Allin is an important component of, he can actually throw a wrench in all this, you know, what we're talking about, our booking.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do throw him in there, I don't think that if he gets the title, it's going to have to be before Ospreay gets it, because I don't see him beating Ospreay for that title, bro. And if he does, that would be a fucking travesty. That would be a fucking travesty, bro.
That'd be crazy.
And that's no knock on Darby. That's no knock on Darby. I just don't think that when Ospreay get this belt, he needs to at least have that motherfucker for a year. At least. Let him run with the title for a whole year. He has to.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Mox has had it for a while, but not a year yet. But MJF had it the longest, right? He had it over a year.
Yep.
Yeah. Swerve, not that long, because he won it from Samoa Joe.
Yep.
Samoa Joe really didn't have it a long time.
Nope.
Damn, bro.
Nope. I think the second longest reign was probably Kenny Omega's.
Yeah. Do you want to see Darby Allin with the belt at all?
I do. I think he deserves it. I think he if there's anybody, he's like Ospreay. They waved the AEW banner and flag. They're so proud about the company. So, yeah, I do think Darby Allin deserves to get the World Heavyweight Championship. But, again, he's going to give me Jey Uso vibes. He just don't look like right. The champion.
Yeah. He don't. Yeah, man. I hate to say he's too small, but, like, he is too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being like,
I got you.
It's like he looks like Spike Dudley. You know what I'm saying?
He does. He has Spike Dudley body build. You know what I mean? He looks
coming
like
out on
Dudley.
a goddamn skateboard. You know what I'm saying? He can bang in the ring.
For what his persona is, his has the right body type. So I'm not going to front on that. But to see that belt, he put that belt on, bro. As big as that belt is, it look like his ass is getting ate up by the belt, bro. His shit will probably be up to his chest.
Yeah. And this match was another storyline I brought up with the person I was arguing with on Twitter. I was like, they're clearly setting up Swerve, Ospreay versus the EVPs.
Yep.
And we had Hangman Page and Mox in a stare off at the end of the. I was like, how is that not the like? Are you guys like? They're just oblivious to the storylines. I think, bro. I don't know.
They
don't know.
They are. Well, the thing is, I've heard. I want to give them some props, but I don't remember their screen name. So this is not my tape. But this person said something that made me think. That was like, I think that's true. He was like, she was like, you have to pay attention to AEW's booking because it's not written as if it's written for children.
Yeah.
See, WWE's booking is so easy to understand. It's so it's blatant. It's almost as if it's written for children, and sometimes it really is written for children. You know what I mean? AEW's, you gotta watch the show. If you don't watch the show, you're not gonna understand the storyline because they're not gonna keep rehashing the shit all the time through the week. Because unlike WWE, AEW focuses on the wrestling and they want to get to the wrestling. They don't have time to run 1,000 fucking promo packages for each and every storyline that you wish they could, like the E does.
Yeah.
You got to get with it. That's all it is.
Yeah. You got to pay attention.
They market their product for people who watch their show.
Yeah.
They're not concerned with drawing in casual fans every single week like the WWE is.
Yeah. And what's crazy is as much storyline was in this show at Mexico, it really didn't have to have any if it didn't want to because it was in Mexico, like kind of tribute. Shout out Mexico. We're going to highlight the luchadors. We're going to throw luchadors in some matches, you know? Atlantis Jr., all these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and people, like, the thing I get mad about the most, they're like, we need storylines. We still got 3 weeks till All In, guys.
Right.
Wrestling doesn't need that much time to build stories, guys.
It doesn't.
You don't. You don't need that much time.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Them people in Mexico, they do not like Atlantis or his little son at all, bro. I don't know what they did to them people, but every time they got in the ring, they were booing the shit out of them, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they don't like the son. Daddy get in the ring, they booed the shit out of his ass too. Man.
Did you see what happened on ROH?
No.
Bryan Danielson came out, bro.
Wait, what?
In Mexico. He didn't come out and get in the ring, but I guess this dude, I think his name was Blue Phoenix, was getting jumped on. And his music hit, Bryan Danielson. He comes out the ramp, and then some other people come in and say Blue Phoenix. But Bryan Danielson was there, big dog. Wow. Yeah.
So is he coming back sooner than later?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is Wrestle Dream his destination at Seattle, Washington? At his hometown?
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
I didn't know that, man.
I don't
Shit.
know. Yeah.
Wow. But,
crazy, though.
That's it for my top 5 storylines of the week. This was again. I'm going to say it because I thought about it, so I'm gonna goddamn say it. Worlds Collide versus Grand Slam Mexico, bro. Night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
And people definitely disagree with you. A lot of people said this was shitty wrestling, but I was like, man, it was really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Wait. They said Grand Slam was shitty wrestling?
Oh, yeah. You know how they do, bro.
And they said that Worlds Collide was what?
Yeah, you know, they love Mr. Iguana, bro. They love Mr. Iguana. Oh, okay. You know? Cool. They like wrestling moves on a stuffed animal compared to real people.
They like wrestling moves being performed
on stuffed iguana.
On a stuffed iguana. The motherfucker did a Spanish fly on the iguana.
It'd be like The Rock doing the rock bottom to Mr. Sacco. That's what they like. That's what they like, bro.
And apparently fans are going crazy for this man, Mr. Iguana.
Bro, I swear to God, I'm fast forwarding every time I see this motherfucker on WWE TV.
I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see no lizard man on my TV, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not for me. It's not.
There's no way they can make a storyline good that I would be entertained with a guy that carries around a stuffed iguana. It's just not happening for me.
Hey, man. You don't like the fact that he can flip the fucking iguana air and it lands perfectly on his shoulder?
Terrible, bro. Terrible.
Orange Cassidy is where the bus stop for me. That shit in the ring. That is where it stops for me. That's it.
Yeah.
Anything else other than Orange, hey, bro, you lose me. You lose me.
Yeah.
I ain't with it.
Yeah.
But that's top 5 AEW storylines of the week. Like Aaron McKee said, if you like what we're doing with the new format, let us know. Comment below. If not, still let us know. We'll switch it back to the weekly review
switch
for
it back.
Everything.
We give the people what they want here in 404 Heelz land. Baby.
That's right. Till next time.
Like, comment, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, weekly episodes every week, baby. Peace.
Deuces.